So the comment for the people this week is get checked or checked.
There's no comment, you guys.
No comment?
No
Why
secret
not?
words. No secret words. They can leave a comment.
So everybody who leaves a comment gets entered into a thing, regardless of what they comment.
And yes, and not,
right, fine.
and it's not necessarily every week, just randomly. I just like to do that.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Past the fire, past the sounds. Moonshine through the clouds. Saddle up, 'cause there's no stopping me now.
Oh, are we here? Are we on? All right, okay. Well, in that case, good day and welcome to our little slice of heaven. We like to call it living well together.
Big life in a small town.
Right. Right on.
Lots of things,
Right arm.
lots of fun things happening. Graham brought us some radishes from the garden. I happen to love radishes. I especially love them with homemade guacamole. They're
Really?
such a delicious little,
So you'll slice them up and use them like as a scoop
yes.
for your guac?
Yes, they are so good. I know if I eat one right now, it's going to sound really crunchy, but
That's true.
I'm having a hard time resisting.
Knock
It's making
yourself out.
my mouth water.
Are you feeling saddish? Have a radish. Well, crunch into the microphone. Let us all hear. Sounds like a rabbit or a horse.
They're just so good. I had one the other day, and then Honey was sitting close to me. And Honey helps Graham with the radishes, and they have a delightful little garden. And she was like, she did not like the way my breath smelled, that's for sure. And I think it just tastes very refreshing.
Yeah.
And I assume that's the way it
She
would
gave
smell.
you the impression that it was not that.
No, she gave me the wrinkle nose.
Like, Nan, what's on your breath?
Do you want a mint?
Well, at least she was polite about it.
Oh, yes. She's always
Ish.
polite. Yeah. But she's also very honest. 3-year-olds are honest.
That's
I
true,
mean,
too.
they are. They have virtually no filter.
Right.
I'm excited for her to see my new fingernails. Caitlin
Yes.
did my first 3D set on just my
Uh-huh.
ring fingers. And so I thought, oh my gosh, Honey's going to think this is cool.
I feel like that's one of those things where people are going to be like, or the nail world, they're like, let's just see if they'll go for this and how long they'll put up with it.
Yes, it's
3D
very
nails,
very-
otherwise known as gluing trash to your fingers.
It's not trash. She hand did these.
Of course
Like,
she did.
I showed her a picture
Yes.
and she like sculpted them out, and then you put them in so they dry and cure.
right.
And then there's 3 little pearls in each one.
Beautiful.
Caitlin was like, "Mom, it's all the rage."
Of course
so
it is.
I just am like, okay, well, I'm going to get on that trend. So thank you, Caitlin.
Yes.
They're
We should
wonderful.
have Caitlin on here.
Yes, we talked about it. We
You
talked
and
about
she?
it. Yes, she and I.
What'd she say?
She said she would love to be able to do that, but this isn't the right year for her. I think.
What if we begged to differ and said, we
I did
think it
beg to
is the
differ,
right year for
but
you?
yeah, no, it's totally fine. I understand she has.
Everybody has a life going on.
Yes, they
and
do.
Sometimes it's wonderful and sometimes it's less than.
Yeah, this has been a really hard year for her, and there's been a lot of things
Some
and
loss and some
hard.
struggle. And but you know what? She sounds like an absolute trooper.
She
you
is
have a picture of her?
amazing.
Have I ever seen her? I've never seen her.
You've never seen her?
I have
mean,
a
I'm
picture in
friends
my
with her.
mind of what she might look like.
I have a pic. I mean, I'm friends with her on Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever done a photo together.
No.
Oh,
you
but
must.
you know what? I actually took a video of her doing these nails yesterday. So
Of her hands in your hands, or was there a face involved?
I'm
Because I'm not going to be
thinking
able to
that-
identify her by her hands.
No, I think it was just kind of
Actually,
like
I
her
could
face
identify you by your hands.
I know you could, even with 3D nails.
Yes, I could. Even with things glued to your fingernails.
Sculpted onto my fingernails. And this is very mild. I mean, she does
Tater-totter.
some really elaborate things that are so cool. And like, it really is very trendy. Like they'll do different,
Yes.
they'll do a theme, or they'll do all different ones.
Right? Holiday themes.
Yes.
All of it.
All
yes.
of it. Springtime, seasonal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Buckeye football.
But she's been doing this for a long time, and she has learned on her own. I mean,
She
obviously.
hasn't been doing anything for a long time.
I know, because
a kid.
she's not even 19 yet. She'll be 19 next
I
month.
got shoes older than her.
But she's got her life together. I mean,
Yes.
she really
No,
does.
you make her sound like a treat. And
Yeah,
so I
she
do
is a
want to
treat.
meet her, but maybe I'll get
Honey
my
got
nails
to
done.
talk to her.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, they
you
FaceTime
FaceTime?
one time while I was there, so we popped her on, and it made her day. It made Caitlin's day. I think it made Honey's day too. She's like, and then when she found out I was going, she's like, "Can I go with you?"
Oh,
She's got this dog named Cola as well, and it's a puppy. And I know that Honey would love this little dog, but I can't imagine, because I'm usually there for a little bit of time.
I was going to say, getting your nails done would not be very relaxing managing Honey and Cola.
they would be managing each other.
Yeah.
But we've had. How are you feeling today?
I'm probably looking for an early bedtime.
Early bedtime. I'm looking for an early bedtime too. Why is that?
Well, because we didn't get a ton of great sleep last night. It's so funny how ironic after doing an episode about sleep.
I know.
We
I
got
thought
a
the same
kick
thing.
in the pants from a sympathetic dominant standpoint.
Yeah. That looked like what? You can explain it.
Well,
Walk us through our evening.
no, to make a short story really long, because we got to stretch this out. Our smoke detectors went off. And so is it a fire alarm or is it a smoke detector?
Well, I think it's first it's a smoke detector because that's what will alert it.
Yes.
It's the smoke that makes it go
Either
off.
way, when it is alerting you, it's a bad minute.
Oh my gosh, it's so
from a
loud.
dead sleep. You said it was 1 o'clock. I thought it was 2 o'clock.
No, it was 1 o'clock.
But it
I'd been
was
in bed for an
dead
hour.
Sleep.
Yeah.
Because I'd been in bed since 9:30.
Right, exactly.
And it's shrill.
Shrill.
It is engineered for success in the wake up department. And then the one
Absolutely.
downstairs, because we have one on the main floor and then one on the lower level. The one downstairs says, "Exit the house.
Yes,
Exit
it's
the
also
house.
giving voice
Exit
commands."
the house." And I'm like, bro, I can't find a fire. I don't smell
I don't
smoke.
even smell smoke. What's going on?
you're stumbling
we're running
around
around
and
and,
like, oh, my
turning the
heck.
lights on, and it was both of them going off.
Yeah. Well,
So
they're
it-
hardwired. So they have battery packs or batteries in them, but they're also
Backups,
hardwired electronically into the house, into
Yeah.
the security system and all that. But once I determined that we're not on fire
Yeah.
and we don't have to exit the house, which was a gift, then the question is, how do I make this stop?
Right. Yeah. Initially, you thought it was our CO2 detector.
Right. Which
Yeah.
is a completely
Or
different.
is that carbon monoxide? Yeah, carbon monoxide
yeah,
detector.
not,
Is that CO2?
that's CO1.
Yes. Yeah, okay.
Monoxide versus dioxide.
Okay.
But no, I thought it was that, and it wasn't. It was, thankfully, it was a smoke alarm, not a carbon monoxide alarm. So I had to figure out, in my little sleepy man brain, how to shut it off.
Right.
And then what we determined was that the batteries needed replaced. We've had it happen before where the batteries need replaced, and it gives you that little burp.
It's like every minute it'll go off.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit
but
annoying.
not blaring and not ushering you out of the house.
Yeah.
So a completely different signal, a completely different awareness at a completely different time of the day. Not cool.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. And it just makes you realize, I mean, I'm so thankful that there wasn't any kind of a fire or any smoke at all, but life literally can change in a split second.
Happens all the time
we
for lots of
went
people.
from sleep and sound to both of us piling out of our rooms and trying to figure out what was going on. Like I felt like I was still kind of in a dream state. It was just really
is
scary.
this real? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's that instantaneous, involuntary fight or flight response that we have talked about a dozen times on previous episodes.
Right. Which increases heart rate.
Oh my gosh, your heart's pounding out of your chest. Your breath
felt
is
like I
going
could see
100
it.
miles an hour. Your eyes, your pupils constrict. Your senses are honed in a way that shuts out everything that might be pleasant and hones it in on let's get out of here or let's fight the bear, whatever it might
Right.
be. But breathing changes. Your adrenaline, I mean, it dumps a
So much adrenaline.
crap ton of adrenaline right into your blood.
Acidic?
I don't know
probably
about
is.
that. I don't know.
I would guess that it is.
Cortisol, epinephrine, norepinephrine,
So many
all the chemicals of stress.
hormones. Yeah.
And they are pumping into your bloodstream. And again, it's for survival. It's a brilliant response.
Oh yeah, God designed it perfectly
Yeah,
because
so like
we were responding exactly the way we should.
But if you showed up, like frankly, if you showed up at a doctor's appointment.
Right
for
after that,
Well, let's say you had a stressful day or you had to jog a flight of stairs or you had to haggle for a parking plate, whatever. If you showed up at your alleged wellness appointment and you had been in fight or flight recently, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, high heart rate.
Yeah.
I mean, all the things that we've been led to believe are pathological.
Yeah.
Like, this is pathological. You need a drug for this, a drug for this, a drug for this, and a drug for that. Well, good news for you. We have them all.
yeah,
As opposed to saying, hey, what's going on? Because we didn't stay in fight or flight. I don't think I ever got back to a good sleep, to be fair. I might have got another hour somewhere in there, but I had a hard time going back to sleep.
yeah.
Because then your brain
very
starts
wired.
grinding and you're thinking about things that you should have been putting on your list for tomorrow or things that happened a year ago or whatever.
Well, and it took a minute to like find the batteries and get the step ladder, and after we had assessed it, things
I wanted
that in
to
the
just rip it out of
daytime,
the ceiling
I know,
and deal
I
with
know.
it tomorrow.
And which, like, if we were going to equate this to a wellness formula, there are people that would rather just, they have
Oh, you
alarms
could just
going off in their
wrap
body,
a wet towel around it.
and then, and then not deal with it till later in life. But I mean, we needed to take care of it. But if it was in the daytime, like if we had taken care of it in the daytime, it wouldn't have felt so stressful.
If it would have happened in the daytime, we wouldn't even have known. We wouldn't have been there. Chances are.
It might not have been there, but then we would have come home and it would have been going off.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
We don't know. But sometimes they'll go on and come off, or they'll turn off by themselves, but that's exactly right. And so when that happened, I knew that we would probably end up talking about it here, because it is a good metaphor for life.
It really is. And the thing is, that was stress in the moment, and we were just like sunken into it immediately. But there's people that are dealing with financial stress, health stress every day. It's really no different
Family
than
stress,
those types of
job
things.
stress,
News
I
stress
had
that
somebody
we
today that I
submitted.
just learned was let go from their work, like unannounced, unashamedly, and been with that company for 24 years, and found out, you know what, they don't work there anymore.
Yeah.
His wife is freaking out. Their people are freaking out, and it's this immediate fight or flight. It's just like a smoke alarm in the night,
Right. Yeah.
for your physiology.
Yes, exactly.
And so,
Because it's designed for emergencies, but it's not designed for us to live there. And so many of us live there.
right.
And now they're living there too.
But that makes sense, because high blood pressure, cardiovascular disease is the leading killer in this country, closely followed by cancer, number 2, because part of fight or flight is immune suppression.
Yeah.
Fighting germs and disease in the moment is a low priority compared to getting rid of the fire alarm. And so you're genetically engineered for immune suppression under stress. And so if you suppress your immune system and you elevated your cardiovascular system, does it make sense that cancer and heart disease would be the number 1 and 2 causes of death in this country?
For sure.
So again, rather than finding out why the alarm, because that was the thing, we just had to find out why. It's either get out of the house, put out a fire. Thankfully, we've got a fire extinguisher. We've got the fire blanket.
Yep.
We have tools for that.
Yes.
But beyond a certain point, they're
manageable.
not effective, and you got to just leave.
Yeah.
Here's another fun thing. You know what? I just thought of this. Let's say we had to call the fire department, and let's equate this. Well, what are the tools of the fire department? Let's say they came, there was a fire, we called them, they showed up. What are the tools of the fire? What are they going to use to help
Water
us?
first, probably, right?
Maybe. What if
Yeah.
they couldn't get in the house? Or what if they needed to get into the roof to put it out?
An axe.
They would just bust it all up.
Yeah.
So they would open the door with whatever means, including a battering ram or axes or whatever. They would punch holes in the roof of the side of the house to access it to get water to soak the fire, to put the fire out. And we would stand there thinking, praise the Lord. You know what? They got here. And what a gift that is.
Yeah.
And they would save parts of the house, maybe not. But guess what causes the most damage in that scenario? In a fire, when the fire department shows up, what causes the most damage?
Them.
Water.
Yeah.
Everything is wet. And everything isn't kind of wet. Everything is soaked.
Drenched. Yeah.
Drywall, studs, window frames, every piece of furniture,
Yeah.
every piece of clothing, there's carpet, everything gets drenched. But we would stand on the driveway and we would applaud while the fire was going out.
Yeah.
And then the next day would arrive. Fire's out, guys have left, smoldering rubble. And who would we call to fix the house? The fire department?
No.
No.
Different people. First the insurance company, and then Good Guys Home Improvement.
Right. But the people who help with the crisis are not the same people who help in the
fixers.
restoration process.
Yeah.
See how this metaphor works?
Yes.
So you may need, with your health, you may need a fire department response.
Like an emergency.
They
room
may have to
visit.
cut out a tumor. They may have to drown you with chemo. They may have to
Turn
whatever,
blood pressure medicine.
put you on some drugs to lower the numbers. But once the fire is out, can you imagine if we called the fire, or what if the fire department called us back on Tuesday morning and they said, Mr. and Mrs. McCoskey, we'd like to come by and soak your house once a month just to make sure that never happens again.
Yeah. Prevention.
Yes, we're in the fire prevention department. And so we'd like to come by and bust some windows out and soak everything once in a while just so you won't have this tragedy ever again. That's how we do it.
Yeah.
Take these meds for the rest of your life.
Well, and it's because they don't really know better.
Well,
They're
no,
doing
they don't
what-
know better. It's you're 100% right.
Yeah.
But the model is such that
Right.
it sounds ludicrous when you use this analogy with the fire department.
sure.
It sounds crazy to think about suppressing your system for the rest of your life, but we do it. Take these meds forever, and let's just hope it works out for you.
Instead of addressing lifestyle.
Instead of changing why the fire
habits.
started in the first place.
Yeah, the root cause. I mean,
9 times out
we're
of 10,
so
the
into
fire
that.
is lifestyle generated, not genetic. In fact, 12 to 15% of what we deal with
think
from
less than
managing
that.
sickness. I'm going to give it a high number, 12 to 15.
Okay.
But that means 85 to 87%
Right.
of all disease is lifestyle driven. And yet, we call the fire department in and we expect them to just stay on the job instead of calling people who are in the restoration business.
Yeah.
The people who would bring in fresh lumber and fresh bricks and fresh windows and good carpet and new furniture. We don't call those people. Or if we do, we call them alternative medicine people.
Right.
Like, what a weird
Yeah.
concept.
Calling the chiropractor and the massage
Yes.
therapist and the
people who
herbalist
help you
and the
actually
peptides.
restore order
Yeah.
in the court, the
Yeah.
people who take you out of fire alarm mode are the weirdos in this picture, allegedly.
Yeah.
Right? And so,
But they're the, I mean, I think any more people are realizing that is how, those are tools to restore health. I do think that is like 20 years ago, no, people.
well, there's this
there's not even
Maha
that thing.
movement that's been initiated in the last 6 or 8 months.
Yeah.
So there is a new awareness
Mm-hmm.
about what's starting fires
Mm-hmm.
in the body or creating crisis in the body or creating trends in disease.
Mm-hmm.
You know, our young people now are sicker and fatter and less healthy. And I mean, we're dealing with childhood diseases now that used to be reserved for grownups.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And so the trend is so unfavorable,
Mm-hmm.
but all they're talking about is crisis intervention. Nobody's asking, how do we put the fire out or how do we fireproof this house before it even starts?
Yeah.
Nobody's asking why the fire is starting.
Mm-hmm.
And so there has been, you're right, there's been some new awareness in recent months that says, where are all these diseases emanating from?
Right.
And how could we maybe do a better job of not getting them instead of managing them once they're here?
Yeah.
That's a better conversation in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
But only recently have people started asking that question.
Yeah, exactly. And some of that is because of different things that are out on the internet too. I got something today that says, you've probably seen this stat going around, the one that says the average American is now fatter than the average pig.
I haven't seen that stat, but
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
So it's been bouncing around the podcast and the clips for a while now. And I know how that goes. A number sounds too good to be true or couldn't possibly be true. So you assume somebody made it up. But here's the thing. This one mostly holds up. A market hog runs around 16% body fat.
Okay.
Then compare that to people. So average body fat side by side. A market pig is 16%. The average American man is average body weight is 28%. And the average American woman is 40%.
Okay.
And so
I would buy that.
the
That
pig
doesn't
wins
seem out of-
comfortably.
Yeah.
And then it went on to say, sit with that for a second. An animal raised in a pen, fattened up for market, is carrying less body fat than the average person in this country.
I will also say that we had somebody come to a Rotary Club meeting from the Ohio State University's ag program and did a program about hogs a few years back.
Interesting.
Pigs have been genetically modified to have less body fat now because the pork industry got such a bad rap for having fat. They genetically engineered pigs to have so little fat they can't live outdoors anymore because they won't stay warm enough in cold weather.
So
Their
they
body
got
fat is
smaller
so
and we
low.
got bigger?
Exactly. Like they
my
lost the
gosh.
weight and we found it. But that's
it's
why
not
they
the
live
pig's
indoors.
fault.
No. They've been
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
genetically engineered because the consumer said we don't want to eat fat anymore, which is part of that whole don't eat fat lie.
Total lie.
But the pigs have been leaned out so much that they can't live in the great outdoors in cold weather. They've got to be moved indoors.
That's so interesting because like we buy bacon and it seems just as maybe it used to be worse. Maybe it was less. Maybe it was more fatty, less meat. But yeah, I mean, I think I totally see what you're talking about though, as far as what happens in our society.
Every time man gets in the equation, things get dumber.
Yeah.
Every time we think we're smarter than nature, we get fooled every time.
So going back to the smoke detector, fire alarm situation, people often wait. I mean, we can talk about when would be a good time to change the batteries so we're not in that situation.
Or at least check the system.
Or check the system.
Get checked.
Right. Yes, exactly.
So how often should a person maybe get some blood work done?
Depending on what they're dealing with, I would think at least once a year.
Okay.
Depending on what they're dealing with. If you're managing hormones or other types of situations, obviously anything, any bigger diseases, cancer, autoimmune, maybe every 90 days to make sure you're on the right track.
Okay.
But at least once a year for the average person, because you do need some baseline. And then you need to be able to compare it year to year and see where you're going. I think it's better to do that than to wait until you're so fatigued that you can barely get out of bed, or your metabolic system is so crashed out that you're struggling to manage your brain health and your physical health. Diabetes, hormonal problems. Like if you're checked early, then you can avoid a lot of that later on.
Yeah, you can turn a lot of it around by just changing your lifestyle with no medicine whatsoever.
Checking your batteries.
Which is exactly why they don't encourage it.
Right. Except for I think I touched on briefly about New Healthy. It's a type of insurance company, and they are encouraging that through their plans. And I love it. I'll talk more about that on another episode, but I'm very pleased with it and happy to be partnered with them as well. So like health issues don't usually appear overnight.
Or you'll get an alarm that beeps. It'll be the burp that says change
Mm-hmm.
the battery. And you can ignore it, or you could just pull the batteries out, I suppose, and not have a signal at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
But rather than deal with it, most people are happy to kick the can down the road. Or they'll say, well, it costs so much. And so I'm just going to wait it out a little bit and hope it gets better.
On its own. Yeah.
Or the other thing is genes. They'll say, well, my parents both had high blood pressure. Or my mom and dad were both heavy set. Or, they'll blame it on their genetic programming instead of their lifestyle choices and hope it gets better.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10 doesn't. In fact, the statistics would indicate that it
So
does.
like a little chirp, what would be the equivalent of that in a body?
It could be 3 or 4 sleepless nights in a row. It could be back pain or neck pain or migraines that show up and then kind of fade away for a while. And then they come back again. Attitude and energy level and things like
Anxiety.
that. Pain's a good one though. Pain's hard to avoid.
Pain's hard to avoid. Oh my gosh.
You can avoid a bad sleepless night or 2 or 3. You can avoid, or you can ignore, I shouldn't say avoid, but you can ignore certain things are easier to ignore. You can scream in pain into your body, and that's the body's way of saying, you've ignored this long enough. And the pain isn't the problem. The pain just is the signal. The pain is only
that was
the
the
smoke
siren
signal.
last night.
Oh my gosh, it was startling. But that's the purpose of the body's pain symptoms. When you look at a nerve, people say pinch nerve. Pinch nerve doesn't usually happen. It's not usually a pinching of the nerve. But think of a nerve like a piece of cable. There are 10 wires that make up the cable. And only 1 or 2 of those wires have anything to do with the transmission of pain information to and from the brain. The other 8 or 9 wires in the cable run your life.
Yeah.
There's signals that carry to and from the brain that monitor your position in space. They monitor how much insulin's in your bloodstream. They monitor how well your heart's doing its job. There's a ton of stuff going on that has nothing to do with pain. So chest pain comes and goes. Indigestion comes and goes. Diarrhea comes and goes. So there are all these clues that the body will give us, and we're just good at ignoring them or hoping they go away until they don't.
Yeah.
And then the alarm is on, and you're up at 2 in the morning, and you are wishing it was different.
Yeah. And just chronic.
P.S. It always costs more to wait.
Yeah.
It's always more expensive to fix things that you don't deal with early. It always takes longer.
The cost for us last night was basically a sleepless.
3 batteries. A sleepless night and 3 batteries. And we solved the mystery. But I would have...
in about 20 minutes.
and again, and I was grateful. I was super thankful.
Absolutely.
There was no smoke.
So was
there was no fire. There
and you
was
had
no...
the batteries. He's so good at stocking batteries, you guys. Every time he goes to Costco, he grabs some batteries. Big packs. So we always have batteries. And I'm so thankful for that. You're always prepared.
I'm not a prepper, but I play one on TV. No, it is important to just have a certain level of preparedness for such things.
Yeah. Yeah, to have them on hand.
And again, a fire extinguisher. You know what is nice about a fire extinguisher? You hope you never need it, but
Yeah.
it's good to have if you
Right,
do.
exactly.
And so that's called not prevention. What is that called?
Preparedness.
Management.
Yes. Yeah.
So we'll call, and that's another great concept in the world of managing health. Give me an example of what people think is prevention, medicine. Prevention in medicine is what? Mammogram.
Mammogram
They'll
or
call that
colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy.
Yes.
Preventative medicine.
Absolutely.
Guess what?
That
A
is not.
colonoscopy doesn't prevent anything.
It
A
absolutely does not.
mammogram
You guys,
doesn't
it's the
prevent
wrong
anything.
words.
So that's the difference between early detection is not the
Totally
same
different
thing as
conversation.
prevention.
Yeah.
So the words matter. We've been so lied to for so long about certain things and concepts, and we just accept it as truth because we've heard it a million times over. So yes, early detection is smart, but please don't think it's prevention.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
In fact,
different thing.
radiation levels in a mammogram might only not be prevention, they might be causative
Yeah.
in some cases.
Right.
So the reality is we've got to start using better words. It's not healthcare if you're managing sickness. It's sickness care.
Yeah.
What's the alternative healthcare? Or what is alternative healthcare? Well, the alternative is poor health. Yeah.
Good health or poor health. Yeah.
Right.
Those are your two
The
choices.
alternative to health is sickness. So if we don't get the concepts right, if we don't understand that words matter, we just keep doing what we've been doing, and we get worse instead of better.
And those things aren't exciting. Like we talked about this a couple episodes ago. They're boring. Getting good sleep is boring. Eating food in moderation is boring. Like there's no clicks that go with that. But it really can be.
There's no dopamine that comes with
no
doing things
dopamine.
right.
Eat real food. Eat one ingredient food. Eat a potato.
Yeah.
Eat.
Go to bed on time.
Have an apple. And go
Shut
to bed
off
on
your
time.
television.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
They're
why
not
they call
exciting.
it that, so they can television.
Yeah. But what are some of the other things in our lives that might need new batteries, or at least have the batteries checked?
Relationships.
Yeah.
I
Check
would
the
say
batteries.
relationships. How you getting along with your spouse? How you getting along with your parents? How you getting along with your siblings?
Your God.
How you getting along with your creator? These are all conversations that need checked.
Yes.
So get checked. We should just call the theme of this episode, get checked. Check some stuff before it's a 4-alarm blaze.
Yeah. Finances, friendships.
Right.
All the
Some people operate their finances like, remember when people used to have a checkbook? At least then.
I have 2 people that I still have to write checks to, and it's the weirdest thing to me.
Well, it's weird, but only because we've normalized fake money.
Yeah, I know.
Now you don't even have to put your card in the slider. You just tap it.
Right.
I mean, they're making it idiot proof. Eventually you'll just have it. It'll be a digitized system. You'll
I
have
don't
a
want to talk about
chip
it.
in your
We're
forehead
not
or
going to go there
whatever.
because that'll create stress for me.
But finances have been dumbed down to the point where they are a symptom. Right. And like if you go, and they'll be able to shut it off. Sorry, you bought meat last week. You're not buying more meat. So they're going to regulate your money the same way as they're regulating your health with a bunch of fictitious information.
So every
Friendships. When was the
system
last time you got in touch with? When was the last time you wrote a letter to somebody or a card, like a Hallmark card?
Actually, I usually write a card when I send out checks, or when I write cards out
A
to
little
the
smiley
kids.
face on there.
Yeah. Mom writes notes when she sends our anniversary cards and things like that. And
I always send a
always
thank
love
you, a
it.
handwritten thank you note when people refer somebody to the office.
It's so nice.
Mail. If you're going to get mail, it'd be nice to not get those little window envelopes all the time.
Right, exactly. I know. Yeah. I think we're getting back to some of that snail mail stuff. I have
could
a
be.
little concept that I want to work on, and
But
when I
when
have
we
more
neglect
time.
things, the only way to coast is downhill.
Exactly.
Right?
That's
If
when things fall
we're
apart.
not putting in the work
wheels
and
come
doing
off.
the maintenance, that's when things just slide. And then the next thing you know, there's a blaze or a 4-alarm system that's going sideways.
Or what we thought was. Yeah. It felt the same.
It might as well been.
Yeah.
Although, what a blessing that it wasn't.
I know. So thankful. So yeah, the goal isn't perfection though.
No, the goal's just doing better.
Yeah.
Like some days you're, going to rock it, and some days you're going to get rocked. But if you don't consciously make the effort to manage things differently,
Yeah.
there's a million examples of how that's going to go wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm curious if other people are looking into their life and seeing if there's any batteries that they feel like they need to change, or at least check.
So the comment for people this week is get checked or check.
There's no comment, you guys.
no comment.
No
Why
secret
not?
words. No secret words. They can leave a comment.
So everybody who leaves a comment gets entered into a thing, regardless of what they comment.
And yes, and not,
right, fine.
and it's not necessarily every week, just randomly. I just like to do that.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Fine. The
Sorry.
good news is
So just like chime in. Let us know, like if, for one thing, if you've ever woken up in the middle of the night to a blaring alarm like that,
It is
what that felt like to you.
it'll wreck your system, just temporarily at least.
Yeah. But it is a reminder to check your batteries, check your system, change out your batteries. I think there's some kind of a rule that you're supposed to change them either every time change.
Once a year, just pick a date. I'm
Is
going to
it
start
once a
doing it
year?
on Memorial Day because if I memorize it, I will change them on Memorial Day. Annually, change the batteries in your smoke alarm.
I need to find out if it's
Or
supposed
time
to be
change day would be
twice a
change?
year.
No.
Just spring forward, fall behind.
Once a year should be fine
Yeah, once.
for that.
Okay, let us know what your secrets are to changing.
Okay, so yes, comment how often I change the batteries in my smoke
Is it
alarm.
twice a year?
Yeah.
Once every other year?
We don't care that
I don't
much.
even know. I was
care,
thinking
but
whoever
not that much.
installed those, because we had those installed new a couple years ago. We had an electrician out, and he's like, your
I've changed them.
detectors. You've changed these ones?
Yeah, the batteries that are in there are the batteries that I put in there.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
I was thinking that they were installed and they were the original batteries.
They're not the originals. I've changed them.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Yay. Thanks, babe. Thanks for
I didn't know
taking such
that
good
until I
care of us.
changed them. Mm-hmm. But
Yeah.
they are batteries that we have, not the batteries that came in the unit.
Okay.
Sam's Club batteries.
Sam's Club. Well, I was thinking I might have had
I'm
to
not a battery
provide.
snob. I don't need Duracells.
I
I'll
might
use
have
Sam's
had
Club
to
batteries.
provide them with the batteries though when they installed them.
Well, the ones that they had in there were the ones that we have. I don't know who put
Well,
them.
I don't know how long they were in there, but yeah. So that's our episode for today.
Our little
made it?
slice of life. Yeah.
So yeah.
What?
What?
I'm asking you what? Are you feeling saddish?
Have a radish. Do you want one?
No.
They're so good. Okay, you guys, we're going to sign off.
All right.
Like,
but that means
subscribe, follow, and share.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you next week.
have
See
big
ya.
fun.
Bye.
See ya.